Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to Lunch with Joy. Today we're going to talk about AI chatbots and how the future of customer service is already here. We are in the future. When I was young, there was an outer space kind of cartoon on called The Jetsons, and they flew around in these cars that were moved around in the sky, and they flew, and it was just cute and fun. Never did I think that we were going to be doing things. They had a maid that was Rosie the robot, and she just meander around the apartment that they lived in and do all kinds of great and wonderful things, and that was what was going on. And that's our current future is right now. We're seeing that right here every single day. And I apologize, I'm trying to clean up my screen and figure out what's going on here, but what can I say? I didn't quite get it cleaned up yet. I will clean her up, though. There's the problem. So, imagine that you walk into your office tomorrow, and all of a sudden, 60 to 70% of your customer service team has vanished. They're not there. Who's going to handle and deal with all the customer service? What are we going to do? Who's going to take care of whatever concerns or problems people have? What is going on? Well, what is going on is we are getting into the world of AI. AI is coming to life right now. It is here. We are working with it, and we are living with it. And people are finding that because they get such accurate information from an artificial intelligence robot, they're not strung along. They don't have to try and figure out what's really being said. It is all of a sudden very easy for them to work with and live with and be with whatever the AI world has around us, and people are comfortable with it because of the accuracy, because of the clarity, because they're not getting the wool pulled over their eyes. And so that makes everything that is happening easier to deal with. And what's my statistic today? I got to get my statistic here. Based on, I know this came from Gartner. By 2025, that's next year, it's 2 months, 2025 starts, 80% of all customer service is going to be handled by generative AI. Can you believe that? Do you believe what's going to happen? People generally didn't like those kind of jobs dealing with the customer service, and I guess that's an okay thing. But what if we have to live with and deal with all the things that are going on with AI, and we need to figure out what is here and what it's all about? There we go. Now I've got me back better. Now you can see me, and now I'm too close to the screen, but I will back up. What can I say? I am here and I'm with you. The statistics that I pulled for the research here today was unbelievable. Customer service seems to be one of the biggest areas for using generative AI. People are accepting it. People are more comfortable because the robot, the AI, is not going to lie. Well, yeah, sometimes they do, but they make things up. It's not really a lie. They'll just make things up if they don't have the answer. But that's why you've got to check to make sure that everything that AI gives you is correct. You don't just say, "Oh, okay, it says it, it printed it, it must be right." No, never, ever allow yourself to fall into that trap. That is where too many businesses are running into that ethical trap. They get stuck there and they believe that they could just take whatever AI gives them and believe it. It's not always right. So you need to be able, I tell you every time I talk, I always, when I pull research from have AI pull research for me, I always, excuse me, I always request the direct citation. I want the exact, full, complete citation so that I can check what AI is telling me, because I don't trust it. I've been spoofed before. I've had it give me things that were just not quite right. Fortunately, most of the time when it gives me something that's not right, I can guess it is, this sounds a little bit too hokey. But when it comes to dealing with the customer service, it's pulling information right off of your paperwork, right off of your catalogs, right out of whatever it has that you use to sell the item, the service, or whatever it is that you've sold that somebody's got a question or complaint on. And the AI is just reverberating back, regurgitating back all the information that they have read. And AI is good at that. They're very, very good at that. So you want to make sure that you are getting the right information and that you know what the AI is telling you. Gartner research. Again, remember, I've got 3 that I absolutely love. Gartner, Harvard Business Review, and McKinsey. Those are my 3 favorite research tools because they tend to be the most accurate and do the deepest research. This is a case study that was published by Gartner. They did a study on Solo brands. The Solo brand, the drinking cups, that's your Solo brand, and whatever other picnic and household perishables that they are using and creating, they did the study on them, and they found that in their journey 40 to 75% increase. They increased their resolution rate by between 40 and 75%. The customers were happier because they got the information from AI, from that chatbot. And how many of you, raise your hand if you have talked to a chatbot, AI chatbot in the last week? Keep it up if you knew it was a chatbot. Most of us probably have talked to a chatbot in this last week, but not all of us, we don't always realize that that's a chatbot, that is machine learning, that is a mechanical tool that we are using to be able to answer questions, to do research, to do all kinds of things. And they are becoming better and better and better. They are not sounding as mechanical as all of the voices sounded previously. And my cartoon, The Jetsons, everything sounded robotic and fake because at the time that was all we had available. People didn't know that they could make a robot that could sound just like you and me. But they can now. They are making it. We can clone our own voice. We can copy it, and you can do a speech without having to stand up and utter a word, because you can have train AI write the speech up and then have an AI avatar deliver your speech. Amazing. Yes, that is. It's just unbelievable. But this is what is going on, and this is what's happening because everything is getting better, stronger. I remember way back in the 70s when they first started talking. Well, that was not in the 70s, it was more like the 50s, 40s and 50s when they were first starting to really talk about robots and robotics and things like that. But I was young I wasn't born in the 40s, and in the 50s I was very, very young. So I don't remember that conversation. But if you do the research, you will find most of the artificial intelligence that was used at that time sounded like, "I'm from the future. I'm here to talk to you." And it was this robot voice. That was really funny. My voice cracked when I did that one. I'm sorry about that. But it was a mechanical voice. It sounded mechanical. Now, I've done talks. I did a speech using AI to generate my voice, and I just sat there and watched as people listened. I was moving my mouth, so some people thought I was talking, but then I let them in on the secret that I wasn't talking. I had the computer doing the talking. The computer was mimicking my voice, and it sounded so close to mine. Very few people figured it out. Very few people realized that I had done this myself. And to me, that's a little bit scary because they're using voices. How many of you have ever had your bank use your voice to identify you? Mine does. And I don't like that because if they can copy my voice, somebody can break into and get everything I have out of the bank. Fortunately, I don't keep all my wealth in the bank. But it is something that can happen, and that's why you and I need to make sure that we maintain our ethics, our morals, and all of our high standards so that we do everything that we can to make sure that the AI is used but not abused. We don't want it abusing us. We don't want it abusing the world. We don't want it taking over. We want to make sure that we, the human beings, maintain control. And the way you do that is by clicking and checking your standards, making sure you create and set up rules and regulations for yourself and your company, so that we don't have the governments come in here and say, okay, this is what you have to do, and you got to do this and this and this. And then it just goes crazy. It goes crazy, and it's cuckoo. So make sure that you are able to get in there and do whatever you want to do, but make sure that you control your business instead of letting the artificial intelligence take over everything. You don't want it taking over your life. You don't want it taking over everything. You want to be able to live and to function and do well. The solo case study that Gartner did, That was published in January of 2024. That's only been 9 months ago that study was published. And at that point, the AI was already handling at least 40%, and in more recent years, it didn't take years, it took months for it to get up to a 70%. And that is amazing. Is it good? Is it bad? Yes, it can be both good and it can be both also bad. However, we don't want to just turn everything over to AI. You need to keep that human touch. You need to keep that human involved so that there is the human characteristics. You're going to be able to have the compassion, the caring, the love, and all the things that are there that are needed for your business to continue and understand and be loved. We always have to do the know, like, and trust. You want your business to be loved by your customers, your prospects, and everyone else. And if you abuse the AI, you let the AI just run rampant, you're not going to have that know, like, and trust. Your customers are going to be very unhappy with you, and they are going to probably walk away and not want to be with you and not want to be doing things. I forgot about this one. Another one of my statistics. Erica is Bank of America's chatbot. That's their AI. Her name is Erica, and she is the assistant, and she has served more than 32 million clients, handled over 1 billion interactions. This comes from Bank of America's 2023 annual report. Can you believe that? Last year, that's what Bank of America was doing already. And it's only been a year and a half, not even 2 years, that ChatGPT finally was introduced to the market. And when ChatGPT hit the market, that was when massive amounts of people jumped on board and realized that AI is a real benefit and is something that's going to be able to help us. So I want you to make sure that you know what's going on, know what's happening in your business, and you can have it do what Bank of America is having it do. You can have it solve the problems. You can have it work with the clients that are having problems. But you want to make sure that there is a human always going to be around that can step in and take over if a problem arises. And I guarantee you, you think you're not going to have a problem? Pfft, you're wrong. Problems are going to be there always. I prefer to call them challenges, but it doesn't make any difference what you call them. You're going to have complications arise always. There is something going to be different. I've been having trouble with my computer equipment. And was it yesterday or the day before, I attempted to do the live, and all of a sudden my computer froze in the middle, or it was almost at the end, but there was nothing I could do. I just had to shut it down, do a hard reset on it, turn it off, turn it back on, and it let me come back in, and I came back in and said goodbye, but it was, everybody I'm sure was already gone. So it was nothing that I could do or you could do, but we're always going to have things that come up and challenge us. You need to make sure you're ready to handle whatever it is, whatever's going on. So, your homework assignment for today, even though it's not a homework assignment, what I want you to do, I want you to look at how you could use AI, how you could use it and bring it in to help, not take over, but to help you and your employees to be able to manage situations better, to be able to increase your return on investment. Yes, that is one of the things that you're going to be able to do, because it will free people up that we're handling all the challenges and the problems. They're going to be available to do more important or more profitable work for you. And the AI is there. You can have somebody around with it to make sure that it doesn't go off and get haywire, but you can do and have your employees doing things that they enjoy more, very likely, and be able to get paid more. And everybody likes getting paid more. So look at what your business is doing. Look at how you could bring AI into your situation. There's probably not an hour in any given day, other than when I'm asleep, that I'm not working with something with AI. You can do the same thing. It can be that much of a benefit for you. It will give you all kinds of information. I have it do all my research. I then check the research, but it's easy to check it when you've got the actual source. It gives me the source, and I just click and check, make sure, and have my computer read it to me, and away we go. And as long as what is written by the AI in the research work it gives me agrees with what I read based on the source, I'm happy. That's all that I needed. So you want to make sure that you get in there and deal with whatever you can be dealing with. And remember, I'm the numbers lady, and I love my numbers. The numbers matter. Customer satisfaction tends to be up 73 to 80%. That is a massive increase in satisfaction. And this year, 2024, Tidio published that 28% of all leaders used AI to cut costs in 2024. Because of everything that we are going through with the crazy economies and inflation, we need to be able to keep our costs down. And AI gives us that ability. It does things quickly, it brings it back for us, and we can just get in there, do what we need to do, and become what we need to become. So, what I want you to do is look at your business and determine if there is a strategic place that you could add some AI. Maybe it's for research. Like I said, I love to do my research with. I grew up with card catalogs, and I remember having to go to the library. Now we go turn our computer on, and I do whatever research I want to do here on the computer. But I had to go to the library, go through a card catalog, go through these great big huge books, and get all my reference materials and read on a microfiche the information and get what I needed to get there. But now I go to the computer. I can do the work and look for things, or I can allow AI to do it. I just need to be able to check what AI gives me and make sure that what it is giving me is accurate. And you can do the same thing. We want to make sure we've always got that hybrid approach. We want the AI to work with the human. Never just human. Well, you can have just human, but if you want to be doing things quickly and more efficiently, we want to pair the human and the AI together. We want to allow those tools and protocols to be expanded and developed, and we need to make sure we have everyone trained on using AI and using it to the best for your business and for all the other businesses that are around you. So, let me leave you with one thought. If you allow AI to do everything,
It's 1 o'clock.
it's going to kick you out on the curb. And I don't want you sitting on a curb. I want you running your business. If you allow the AI to take over, you're going to have customers that are not going to be happy. You're going to have prospects that won't be happy. You will have probably family and relatives and employees. Nobody's going to be real happy with you allowing the AI to take over your life. I want you to be able to do what you want to do and hold on to your life and make it profitable and successful. That's what I want for you. So make sure that you do it. And always remember that the prophets are with you. And if nobody has told you yet today that they love you, let me be the first. I love you because you are you. And that is so very, very special. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about what I love with AI and what frightens me. And hopefully I'm giving you pieces that you can use to be able to make your business more productive, more valuable, and have a better return on your investment. That ROI just keeps rocking and rolling. We want to keep it there, we want to increase it, and we want it coming all the way back to you. So, with that, I will see you. I'm not going to do I'm not going to do the. I'm not going to do a live tomorrow because I am doing the $1 million hour. This is going to be the $1 million hour is going to be introducing people to Rev Turbo, and I really would love to have you be there with us. I'm looking for where I have the nice little code, and it's not right here. So let me see if I've got there we go. There we go. Oh. No, I don't want Word. There we go. Now I want the computer. And let me have the seam. And oh, come on. Where did you go? Where did you go, please? All I want to give you is my QR code, because with the QR code, you can still sign up for the webinar tomorrow. Whether I call it a workshop, other people like to call it a webinar. It's a workshop because you're going to be working, because I want you to be able to learn and do and have what you need and want to be able to have. And naturally, I am not. It's right here. I just can't see it. Well, I guess I'll have to say that I'm going to put the QR code. Oh, the QR code is already in the description, so you can Just take a picture of the QR code, register, and it is a free training session tomorrow. And I am looking forward to being able to meet more of you and be able to help you increase your profits, get your sales, your calendar filled while you sleep, because that's what Rev Turbo will help do for you. So make sure you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully you will be there for the workshop. It's at 1 o'clock Eastern, and it is going to be on Zoom. So if you sign up, you will get the links, and I will make sure that everybody gets a direct copy of the link, because because the computer systems are not always perfect, and so I'm just making sure everybody gets in. So hopefully I'm going to see you tomorrow, and make it the best day you've never had.